Yo, I want to talk about procrastination. There's something about the habitual tendency that feels ingrained in my behavior to hug a deadline like it's my best friend, to spend time doing the most frivolous of things because this thing about procrastinating got me playing games, got me calling shots, got me hanging out, got me talking to you today. I got a lot of tests to write. I got some questions to come up with, I got some stuff to think of, I got some grades to put in, and I'm gonna do it. I can't not, right? Like, I know that when push comes to shove, there's a deadline on my calendar, and if there's still a few days between me and that deadline, I find ways to just, right? Like, it's the same reason that I haven't been keeping truly up-to-date grades with all my classes. Like, I have their tests, I put in their test grades, but I'm not fully in it. And, I think, like, I'm wondering, okay, is it worth the effort to go, worthwhile endeavor to dive into me and figure out what this is really about? Me running away from, right? Like, I wanted to be able to write a college essay with leisure and with true thought and with joy, because oftentimes I would get to choose something that I really liked and was happy to be diving into more and doing research on, but I didn't give myself that opportunity because I was so busy procrastinating. Video games, TV, YouTube, Netflix, chilling, drinking, hanging, playing games, scrolling. There's the huge one. Scrolling through social media, consuming something that I didn't choose, that I just wanted in front of my eyes because it's more enjoyable than the work. Yeah. I'm tired of running away from work, Like, right now it feels like, but I gotta talk this out, right? I feel like everything will come my way and say, yeah, bro, I could press stop right here, press delete, and act like this never happened. Act like I wasn't just trying to hash out some of my actual real life issues. And I'm refusing to do that. I'm standing firm. I gotta take a stand on something. I gotta put in work for something. And I haven't felt like I've been a very good teacher, to be honest. I know I don't know. So here I am, home from school. Didn't really have any great lessons today. I got really flustered in my math lesson because I couldn't understand some of the concepts because I didn't truly prepare as well as I should have. I gave like a small quiz, but then there was like 20 minutes left and I just kind of said, turn it in and let them be. I had presentations planned and most of the kids just didn't have their stuff, and okay, right? Like, I can bitch. I don't want to just dump my problems. I want to talk about how, okay, in a real way, like, these aren't actually problems. Like, I'm so used to being so hard on myself for not rising to meet the challenges head on, right? Like, I listened to a podcast with Joe Rogan and Aubrey Marcus, and it was all about choosing your struggle, right? These guys have great relationships with martial arts and putting in work for their businesses, putting in work to be a stand-up comedian, figuring out that, while I'm here, I'm gonna struggle, and I want to go out there and choose my struggle, right? I chose to be here. I'm choosing for this to be the thing that I'm struggling with, as opposed to making my rent when I was in Denver, not in love with my job, struggling, but yet it was this type of struggle that I didn't feel was mine. It was something that I was stuck in, something that I was battling, that was my enemy, right? And like this type of struggle out here, having real motivation to follow through for these kids and for my own sense of growth and my own watching me tackle new obstacles is, right? This is the struggle that comes with pushing my body to the limits, running, right? Exercise, developing skills, right? I think it feels like yoga is a thing that I think that I would really enjoy getting into, because of how much I will struggle at the beginning and continue to struggle forever, but in here, talking, recording myself, here is where I say, okay, I'm gonna find myself wishing that I had gone in a different direction with these thoughts, but it's not about wishing. Right? Again, continuous, always feels this way. And I don't know what makes me feel like this is something that I should continue. I don't know. Like, I want to try and do this every day. I want to try and post it every day. This, okay, I'm feeling better now. A new day, every day is quite new, and I'm here to say, do you. I'ma do me when I feel it's right. I'ma figure out how to shine my light. I'ma be a star in the sky, but if I cover myself up because I'm shy, then nobody can enjoy the constellation that I will make with the others around me, even though I shine isolated. But when the collaboration comes to fruition, I feel like finally I could not have anticipated all the things that I walk. I could not find the path back in the day when I used to figure out how I learned to talk, and I know now that I'ma walk that walk. I'm gonna fly in the sky, gonna flap the wings like the guy that could show you that I'm trying to figure out who I am and what I have to give. I'm a major laser shining brighter than you thought you could. Darth Vader used to be a good guy, but then he got tainted, and now we all feel like we can find and box him in, box ourselves into things that are not really the truth about who we are, right? Obviously we know that we can't see that deeply into someone else, right? We know that we're only seeing the surface level, iceberg above the water. So much of who other people are is unviewable, right? And we just have to, I want to learn. I don't want to be making judgments. And shit, in the same way, like, that's how I feel about myself. I could fly high. Yes, flight is a common thread. It's on my mind every night and day. And alternatively, I try to figure out new things to say. How can I puzzle piece together a new sense of ideology. How can I think about these words that I'm talking? No hearse. I ain't dead yet. I be figuring out where the debt went. I'm weighed down, but I'm not about to stay down. I'm about to learn how to clown. I'm about to become fluent in the way that I speak. I'm about to walk through the morning and look at the sunrise. I'm about to feel like my eyes can lock in with this camera and feel like, dude, this thing that I got is real. This thing that I have is for real. And I'm choosing my struggle. This is a struggle to maintain this type of motivation to keep going. It's like working out. Once I get a mile into a jog, to a run, I can stop. I can always run a mile, but that's not, I want to go farther than that. I can always spit for 2 minutes, but I want to go deeper than this. I really do. I want this to be something that fuels me, recharge, and a place to put my energy. Right? Like, I feel like so many of us are weighed down by our responsibilities, by the energy that we have to exert for someone else for money. And I'm trying to figure out, obviously we all gotta survive, but I'm trying to figure out, how can I leverage happiness? How can I find something that makes me feel good about how I live today? I love hanging out with kids, but right now this isn't my dream job. But I think my dream job is just, I'm just gonna apply for it and it's just gonna happen to me. And do I think that I'm ready to be disciplined enough to put in real time, effort, skill, talent into something for others? If I haven't found a way to do that on any other scale, even just for myself, even just for building my habits, building my life, right? I think, I don't know if you know Jordan Peterson, but I haven't looked into him a whole lot, but I know one of his rules for life is clean your room. Start there. If you're not happy about your job, if you're not happy about what you're studying, if you're not happy about where your life's trajectory seems to be at this moment, take a look at your bedroom. Take a look at your kitchen. Take a look at the way that you let your environment be around you. That's your choice. I've been letting it just slide. Letting it become so familiar that I lose objective vision of how, if I walked into someone else's room and it looked like mine does, I'd be like, bro, clean up your clothes. It's simple. Put your stuff underneath your bed, and it's not just lying in the middle of the floor and you have to like walk over it every day. And that type of cluttered energy seeps into how I live daily. As I'm talking about this, I feel the well filling up a little bit, right? It's just like right here, right? Usually it settles in, nestled on the torso, but then when real emotion comes into play, that well rises a little bit until it reaches the eyes and can't help but overflow. And that's when I know that I'm onto something real. When I become aware of this well, it's up here, right? As I'm talking about it, it's like, yeah, you're onto something. It's like I can't just say, come on, well, rise, right? Cry, make me feel good. I have to earn it. I have to see it. I have to access it. choose this struggle, right? I gotta find out where I live now. Gotta be proud of where I'm headed. Not always looking down. Never comparing myself to others who might be on a different path and obviously are, because no one's you, bro. Wake up, yo. You got to go in a new direction so that you will know what you are capable of. Here, be who you want, and know you're a star. Shine. Quit. Common theme, right? Don't hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine, right? That's just like, that's like essential wisdom right there, right? You know, thinking back, like, there's some quality lessons to be learned from Sunday school, or as I call it, child indoctrination into the religion, right? And look, indoctrination, right? It's like another word for education in a way, right? Because no matter what, someone's choosing what to educate you with, right? And so from whoever's perspective, that could be indoctrination. But no matter how I look at it, whatever perspective I choose to view it through, I learned it. I was grown up with it. I developed an understanding of, you know, the positive shit, right? It's like I'm like down with Jesus in that way, because everything he had to say, it's like if it was packaged in another way, like it would be some of the realest wisdom that I think I would ever hear. And you know, I think I am getting to a place where I can, you know, extract the dope spiritual messages of Jesus of Nazareth and figure out how it's given based on, I don't believe, click, here I go. I don't want to get into that. What do I want to get into? Writing my tests, right? It feels like, but at the same time, like, this is a better use of my time than, if I didn't push myself to sit down here and record this, I would be lying down on this couch, or I would be up in my room with the AC on, watching something. I haven't even been reading lately, man. Reading is just that jam. So I don't know. That's like my message for today, man. I don't really know what else to say. Oh man, I have a creative block. I'm tired. I got a lot of shit to do tonight. It's like this is the day. So I'm gonna go do it. And I'm gonna do it with a smile on my face, because I have to, but because I should. I need to. It's good. It's not hard. I just have to I have to choose the struggle, and it feels like this has been something that I haven't been choosing. And I can look at it through the lens of struggle, instead of, all right, this is part of the game. You chose this, right? It's like, do the dishes, clean up your shit, put in your grades, man, write your tests, get off your ass, and go do. So I am going to, and I will post this, because it makes me feel uncomfortable for people to see me in this state of mind. But as I move forward, finish up today, being better than I was yesterday, I'm going to build some momentum to being who I want to be, being capable of more than I was yesterday, and practice putting myself to work. So thank you for joining me here today, and I will see you again very soon. Goodbye.